You are in a mood to make Thai green curry, but you don't have curry paste at home. Do you have to go shopping? Not at all. We are going to make our own green curry paste and then we'll make green curry with it. Not only this paste is convenient, it also can be tailored to your own preferences. So without further ado, let's start making it. Today I am using all these vegetables. You can use any combination you like. I have tofu, carrot, tomato, Indian eggplant or bangan, green bell pepper and cremini mushroom. I have grilled my tofu in a pan. You can either use an air fryer or you can do pan fry. It is not necessary to fry the tofu. You can use it as it is, but frying it gives a chewy texture which we all enjoy. Time to chop the veggies now. We are going to cut them in big chunks so when we cook them in the curry sauce they don't disintegrate and lose their texture or crunch. You can use any kind of veggies you like. Just try not to use the squash kind of veggies, otherwise they get mushy quickly. These tiny eggplants are really good. They're almost seedless. Now we are going to cube these green peppers and also tofu in big cubes. Remember to drain the extra water from tofu. Use a tofu press or put tofu in a strainer and then put some weight on top of it and leave it for an hour or so. That will drain all the extra water from tofu. I am chopping the carrot on an angle, but if you like you can also cut it in long thin pieces. Veggie chopping is done. Let's make the curry paste. So for the paste we need a handful of coriander leaves or cilantro, stem and all. Also 2 long green chilies. These are not very spicy. If you want your curry paste to be spicier, you can either use bigger quantity of these chilies or use Thai bird chilies which are little bit more spicier. Also need half-inch piece of ginger, 2 to 3 garlic cloves. Let's smash and peel the garlic and chop it. I have a small piece of lemongrass which just started growing in my garden. I'm going to smash it and then chop it as fine as possible. Lemongrass has a very pleasant lemony flavor. If you cannot find it, you can use lemon zest instead. Now we are going to coarsely grind it all together, which is coriander leaves, ginger, garlic, chilies, and lemongrass and a teaspoonful of coriander seeds. This is all to be ground together in a coarse paste. Our curry paste is ready now. Let's transfer it to a bowl. I have heated couple of tablespoons of oil in this kadai. We are going to cook the eggplant or bangan first till it's golden brown. When we get little color on these eggplants, we are going to add the green curry paste we just made. So the eggplants are little bit brown now. So we are adding green curry paste. Curry paste also needs to be cooked in oil, so raw smell of garlic is not there anymore. Curry paste is cooked for about a minute or so. The heat is on medium. Now adding chopped veggies in batches. Firm vegetables go first and tofu and tomato goes last because they don't need to cook for long time. I also washed the blender jar and added that water to the pan so we don't waste anything. Now the best part, coconut milk. I am adding a whole 13.5 fluid ounce of coconut milk with coconut cream. I had opened a can last week but could not use it, so I froze it. The coconut milk gives this curry its creamy, distinct flavor, and it is incomplete without the coconut milk. I am also adding half a can of hot water to clean my jar so we don't waste anything. Also we need to thin out the curry little bit, and I'm adding to about 2-inch piece of palm sugar. If you do not have palm sugar, you can by all means any other kind of sugar available, but definitely use some amount of sugar. This curry is spicy, it's tart, it's sweet, so you have to have that balance of flavors. I also added a teaspoonful of salt to this curry. I covered it and cooked it for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, it's all cooked. The vegetables have released a lot of water, so it seems little watery. To balance that watery texture, we are going to add about tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm going to make a slurry and add to it. Slurry means 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, add 1 tablespoon of water, mix it really well and then add it to the curry. And also adding 1 tablespoonful of lemon juice to get that tart flavor. Now our curry is almost ready. Everything is balanced. I'm going to taste it and then we'll serve it. Oh my goodness, it smells heavenly here. I'm serving it with steaming hot basmati rice. Traditionally, it is served with jasmine rice. If you have that, of course, you can use jasmine rice, but basmati rice also goes very well with this. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Now you can make Thai green curry without ready-made curry paste. Stick together, stay with me. I'll meet you soon with another simple recipe like this. If you like the recipe, tell others and please share. If you did not like the recipe, please comment below.